evening, everyone. How you guys doing tonight? That's actually a pretty bad way to respond. Let's try this again. How you all doing tonight? That's a little better. This is a jazz concert. Relax. It's warm. We might as well relax. Don't get too uptight in jazz. We are the Albion Jazz Collective. My name is Professor Rufus Ferguson, and I am the director of this amazing group of musicians. And we have some great music for you. It has been a journey this semester. We have chosen some very difficult music, and I am happy to report that we can execute it pretty well. And so I think you're in for a very good concert tonight. The first piece that we are going to perform is a composition of Bob Turner, one of the great jazz composers, and it's entitled Miles High. That was Miles High by Bob Turner. That featured Isaac on Barry and Dalen on trumpet. We like Bob Turner around here. And so this next piece that we are going to perform is another Bob Turner original entitled Cooler Than Cool. So that was Cooler Than Cool, and it featured Owen on bass. Give it up, give it up, give it up. Featured Josiah, the great Kalamazoo pianist on piano. And it featured our phenomenal freshman, although phenomenal starts with a P and not an F. We're going to act like it started with the F today. Our phenomenal freshman, Tara. So as you may notice, except for the very first song, and it's only going to get worse from here, I'm just going to be honest with you, in a good way. We're going to use a lot of dissonance. So the school of jazz that I come from is considered modern jazz. There's different levels of jazz. Any Duke Ellington fans out there? Yeah. What about Charlie Parker, Miles Davis? Yeah, John Coltrane? Okay. And it only goes downhill from there because it just gets more and more dissonant. Can you play a dissonant chord for me, Jose? Oh yeah, that's beauty. Tara doesn't like it, but it's okay. And so we play a lot of modern compositions that use a lot of dissonance and contemporary harmony. And I think they're starting to like it. Okay, we're not. I like it because they sound good doing it. Can you agree with that? They sound good doing it? All right. I thought you guys were going to have my back. This is embarrassing. All right, our next piece is entitled Sweet Mackerel. And it is by an amazing jazz pianist out of San Francisco, California, who just happens to be one of my amazing piano students who I get to teach every week. He does not live here. He actually does live in San Francisco. We do virtual lessons, but he is an amazing pianist and an amazing composer. And so one of our deals this, or last year rather, was if you can write a tune for my band, we'll play it. And he took me up on my offer and did just that. And so this is entitled Sweet Mackerel, and it's by Benjamin Paul, an amazing pianist and an amazing composer. I hope you enjoy it. And this is going to feature Mackenzie on the tenor solo and Josiah once again. Lindsay, and Josiah. Again, that was by Benjamin Paul, a great pianist and composer out of San Francisco, California. This next song, yeah, who was right? Whoever did that, there you go. I'm a jazz musician, I have great ears, I hear everything. I even hear your thoughts right now. God, they're so good. They're so amazing, I hear it all. This next song that we're going to do is by Nicholas Fernandez, a New York composer. And it is not easy, to say the least. And if the country chords got to you before, you just wait till you hear this piece. All of that. It is a challenging piece. It deals with a lot of dissonance. But they have done an amazing job capturing the essence of this piece, entitled Final Phase. I don't know who it features. Who does it feature? 4 people, okay. Features Isaac. Are you on this? Features Ezra. Features Josiah. And it features Dalen. All right, Final Phase. last piece and that first piece. There's a lot of dissonance in this, and it's beautiful to my ears. Just a little history of kind of the different moments in jazz. There is swing music, that's where Duke Ellington is, right? Count Basie. Then there's bebop. That's Miles Davis, Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie. Then we have post-bop. And that's where we see people like Cannonball Adderley and John Coltrane kind of start to come up. And then we have kind of this modern era of music. And before we get to modern, we have West Coast jazz. Anybody a fan of Dave Brubeck? That's where the West Coast jazz comes in, right? Then we have this modern era where dissonance is kind of the foundational movement. And then even in the state of Michigan, there's different eras or different areas where these different moments of jazz are popping up. You go to Detroit, which is where I am proud to say I live currently and work mostly musically. You have a lot of that post-bop music. Things is pretty much, there's a tonality. You can hear a key, right? And you go to the west side of the state, where I happen to go to school, along with Josiah and Owen back there. Dalen, are you at Western? Dalen too. And you have this contemporary sound where the key is kind of hard to find now. We don't really know where it's at. It's kind of run away. And so these are the different beauties of jazz, and I am fortunate to kind of have my hands in a little bit of all of it. And so when you hear me program with this group, I am always pushing them to kind of explore different parts of jazz, as there are many, many parts, and some parts we haven't even got to yet. And then there are some people who are suggesting that I program Glenn Miller.
I love Glenn Miller.
And we never will. But that's our inside joke. There's nothing wrong with Glenn Miller, he was great. Before we move to our last song, every year we give out an award, and it's called the Outstanding Service Award, specifically the Albee College Jazz Ensemble Outstanding Service Award. And it goes to a student who I feel embodies not only what it means to be a jazz musician, but is taking to the art, is trying to work on improving themselves within the art, is always helpful in the work and the rehearsals, always on time for performances. The problem with that is that's everybody up here. Everyone is great in this ensemble. Everyone is trying, everyone is pushing themselves to be better jazz musicians, and they're pushing me to be a better director. Unfortunately, I just had to pick one. And so this year, this award goes to, drum roll please. We're all about the dramatics in this ensemble, just so you know. Everything is dramatic for us. Sorry, this is more for us now than you guys. Feel free to enjoy our entertainment here. Let's see who it goes to. Isaac. Stand up, Isaac. Let him see you. He holds us down at the very bottom every week on that there. That's a good one. I do want to acknowledge that we have an amazing professor with us tonight who so graciously agreed to join us, Professor Nathan Salazar. Can we give him a hand? Hey, you know who this last piece is by? All right, since you're the outstanding service guy, he's going to introduce the piece.
So this piece is by Bob Turner. It's called Cienfuegos, which in Spanish means 100 fires.
Thank you all for coming, and I hope you all have a great night. Shout out to Luke Rivard, who was playing flute with us tonight. Shout out to Luke. Thank you all. Have a great night.